Hello everyone, this is DK3D Knight, and we're now coming for episode 2 of our new SpaceBourne 2 series. Last time we kind of went through the beginning parts of the tutorial. And we're now going to go ahead and continue from where we left off. I believe we landed at the mining station. Let's see, go to the... Alright, cool. Decided to increase the latency. Not latency. The bit rate. I have increased the bit rate. Hopefully that helps even better. I looked at the stream and it was a vast improvement, and we're going to see if giving it even more biddies is going to help. So let's see where we go.
Landing gear retracted.
Okay. I'm going to open up the map. I'm going to go to Mythical. Set route. No, we're already there. That's not where we're going. Go to the xeno system via Stargate. Okay, yeah, I know where the Stargate is. There we go. Set route. That will file our plan with the Stargate. And now we just need to we need to FTL over to the Stargate.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
Boom. I really like the FTL effects in this game. Our like little screen on the bottom is going bzz, bzz. Okay, we're gonna open up comms with the Stargate, and because we already filed the plan, we can just click on this, and that will basically continue the flight plan as we filed it. But hitting open travel atlas will actually open up the map, allowing you to submit a flight plan right now. But since we've already done it,
please approach to the jump point to start jump process.
we don't have to worry about that. So once we get close to the Stargate, give us an entry path to follow.
Please proceed
there it is.
through the gate in the path reserved for you.
We let go.
Destination reached.
Alright. We're here. Sometimes after a Stargate travel, there'll be like an additional Stargate that you have to go in between. All that process is completely automated, and it'll just pass you along to the next Stargate in the system. Go to the xeno system via Stargate and dock at the Sonic Station. Alright, we're going to go to the Sonic Station. We'll now add it to our map thing. There we go.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
So something else I'm gonna go through when we get to the station is we're going to buy some pod breakers. What they're used for is to actually like remove pilots from their escape pods. So, if you don't know where to dock on a station, you can press H, go to the station, and ask for a docking request. This will tell you where to land, but you can just freely land on the station. You don't have to ask for docking request. I've seen some YouTubers who think they had to. You do not. Game doesn't actually care where you dock necessarily, as long as it's on the landing pads. But if you know where they are, you know where they are. So it's kind of a neat feature, because some of these stations are very different from each other, and some of them have some crazy designs. So this is a cool thing. This actually is a system that allows you to actually manage multiple ships that you own. These are not like for managing ships for like NPCs. These are your personal ships. And so like you can have, you can store different things on the different ships, and this is how you would summon them. Or if you wanted to transfer items, from here, you can transfer items from any of the ship's cargoes that you own and put them in the bank. Once they're in the bank, they can be moved to a ship. You cannot move them ship to ship, but you can move them ship to bank to other ships. So as long as you move them over here, then you can move them to whatever ship you want. Hope that was self-explanatory. So this was a great thing, the ship manager. Wow, those are really weird suits. Let's just get rid of those. We'll sell those containers of mysterious items. By the way, pressing S will compare an item with another item that you have equipped. It is S. Someone told the streamer that it was C. It is S. Sometimes that tooltip breaks, and so it's more understandable not to notice the tooltip. This is slightly better than the one we have. Alright, let's get rid of the other assault rifle. Because obviously this one is a weapon of war. Stargate reference, sorry. Sweet. I'm looking for components. So these pod catchers, I called them the wrong thing earlier, I apologize. This is what lets you get people who are in escape pods. I would recommend buying all of them. They're $1,000 for 5. I know we don't have a lot of money, but this is money. This is going to produce a lot more money than we're paying. Generally, it's generally $40,000 you're getting from each one of them, so it's worth it. We're kind of poor, so I guess we'll follow the main story for a little bit. Oh, by the way, for people that are curious, this is a fast travel system that will take you to any other place in this station. So if you know there's a specific place that you want to go and you don't want to find it, or you don't want to wander all the way over to it, this will take you there instantaneously. Very convenient. This is the services thing. This is actually super convenient for us in this case. Let's see, power. 55.9, 56.3. Okay, we have the best one installed. This allows you to access the services that normally you would access while in your cockpit, while landed. This allows you to do it remotely. Not all stations have this feature. Please note that. You can also access the bank from here as well. Alright. Now we are going to go ahead and sell that other power device that we don't need anymore. We could use this to go straight to the marketplace, which is where we're going to go, but we're going to go ahead and find it first, just for the immersion's sake. Minus the giant, objective over here. An interesting thing about this bar over here, there's no way to get in there. And I don't think a lot of people notice that either. I mean, I guess there's a door there, but there's no door to get there. That door's not real. There's a dude's shop here. As you see, there's no way to get into that area, and so it's kind of like a little, trying to think of the correct word to use. It's a little sneaky sneak. We're going to go ahead and sell that power system here, which actually gave us a significant amount of improvement in money, which is great. Alright, we're going to go ahead and talk to this guy.
How can I help?
I have a robot that's been cut into pieces. Can you put these pieces together and make them work?
Of course, that's what I do for a living. Let me see the pieces. Now that's a beautiful thing. It's been decades since I've seen a similar model. It must be more than 50 years old. Fascinating. Yes, I can do that, but it will cost you both time and money.
Okay. How much money?
Okay. If I should be repairing this guy, it will cost you something for sure. You need to understand that it's pretty hard to get the right spare parts, but I fear that without those, I won't be able to get him back to life. Now it depends on you. I could do that for you, but it will cost you a significant amount of TY, and it will take at least 2 hours. But I've got a proposal for you. Instead of paying me, you could do a small job for me, while I'm putting your robot back together. Otherwise, just pay me 600 TY, and come back later.
Interesting enough, I actually have the money. I could just pay him, but the game's not gonna let me.
It is
I got
easy,
lucky
as
with
I
loot.
said. I have not been able to reach a friend for a while, who has been living on planet Vars. I want you to check him out for me.
Okay.
Great. I'm adding the location of the place where he lived to his scanner. Please let me know as soon as you reach him.
Okie dokie. Alright. Diggy Dangerous. We'll now go forth. I figure I'll show you how this works. So we can hit landing pad. And it will teleport us over here. Get back in. Ah, this is not the correct one. Oh yeah, I remember. I came in the next to the oh, this is the ammo store. Just gonna. You were wondering how much ammo we had? We have lots. So we'll go ahead and fill up our inventory of ammo. So now we have about 1,000 rifle ammo, which is great. And we were over here by the ship manager. Okay.
Landing gear retracted.
Is it in system? Go to at the planet. Is it Uvis planet? No, Zunvars, okay. Map in. Ah, there's Zunvars.
Warp drive offline. Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
And now we go zoom, zoom, zoom. Now, an interesting common mistake that a lot of streamers I've seen is they try flying to this planet, which you can do. You can get close enough to this planet that you'll eventually land on it. But that's not really the way the game plans for you to do a lot of these things. In fact, if you press B,
Warp drive online.
this actually will activate your warp system, which will actually show you all the various stars. This is, instead of using M, you could totally hit B and pick a star system and go off in that direction. This is an alternative system from the Stargate. So instead of using the Stargate, you could totally just go on crazy adventures. But you can also use this from in front of a planet to order your ship to kind of like automatically land, go to that location on the planet. This is the fastest way to go to a location on a planet, because flying on planets is less ideal. It works just like your warp drive.
The surface align process
push in-
is completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
You push in the middle mouse button to lock on. Then you hold, once it's done its calculation, you hit shift, and it's going to do like an FTL land on, in that location, where it will fly over to that location specifically. Sorry. Slightly wrong terminology, but I think you understand the point. Now the FTL like fast travel system to that location on a planet tends to put you on a crash course, but then stops you all of a sudden. There we go, like that.
Check Coron's lab.
Landing gear deployed.
This storm is very bumpy for this ship. It's really struggling with it. Get this. By the way, if you're doing any mercenary work, be careful saving, landing your ship by a base. Some of the mercenary work generates the terrain for that mission, and so weird things can happen, so keep that in mind. It's better to land your ship a little further away from the mission area. But this is fine because this is a story mission.
I knew it. These are Coron's men, and I'm sure they know you're here. Don't stand a chance against the mercenaries of Coron's with that equipment of yours. You need better equipment. I know where Coron hides his stash. Let me show you. Seen drop ships approaching your area. Get ready.
All right.
sure they took him down to the research center in the cave. I know I'm asking too much, but would you go to the cave by elevator and check it out?
Okie dokie. And now we descend into the cave.
Yes. Dead. How? Damn it. I told him not to mess with Quinn. Wait a second. Do you see any AT documentation around? It should be in a small mechanical box. Damn it. It must not fall into Quinn's hands. Fortunately, we had a tracking device attached to the AT document. Just wait a sec. I know I'm asking a lot from you, but Coron stole the AT document and is about to leave the atmosphere. You must catch him immediately. According to my screen, there's a cargo ship directly overhead. The AT document must be in a container on that ship. Please don't let them escape.
So in a previous version I played, when I first tried this, there were enemies in this area. But it looks like they did not spawn. Oh, they did in fact spawn, they were just hiding. This doesn't, in fact, involve the mission at all. But it's a potential to kill more people, which gives us more XP, which for the soldier class we kind of need a little bit more ground combat XP. So I believe the enemies over here do not spawn unless you step on a very specific space. But they did not spawn this time. I did mention this to the developer in the Discord. I'm curious what this area is for, since it's not part of the mission. Oh, this is a horrible sinkhole that will trap you. Just avoid that area. It's bad. Yeah, I'm not getting the... I noticed these didn't spawn for Splattercat either, so I was curious if they just removed the spawn from this particular area. I guess that makes sense, though. This is something I'd probably do in real life. Excuse me. Definitely goes to my maturity level, huh? Alright. So that sniper rifle we picked up is completely worthless. Sadly. There are better sniper rifles. We just, to quote Splattercat, we have the doo-doo sniper rifle that's not useful. Alright, we're now going to perform an epic mission of going to that cargo ship and boarding it and doing a bunch of cool things. So let's see where Diggy Dangerous goes next with this cargo ship.
Of course, there are fighters defending the ship. You can't get on the ship unless you destroy them first.
There we go.
Shield recharging. Target shields down. Weapons overheat. Target destroyed.
Down. The cargo ship is accelerating. If it leaves the atmosphere, we lose it. Damage its engine now. Good. It can't go anywhere. Now get off your ship. Get on top of the cargo ship to check the containers run by you. I'm sure it's in one of them.
So to get
On planets with gravity below 14.2 ms², you can use the spacesuit as a jetpack. For this, eject from your ship. When you have a surface to land on, you can shut down your jetpack with the G key.
So for loot, you press this to scan for loot, and then click all the things you want, hit send probe, and your little buddy probe will go get all those things and bring them back to your ship. Oh, there's our little probe friend over there. That's him going to get us our things, and we got our things. We're good.
That takes the cake. They have guard drones. Watch out. No, it is not in here.
So we actually want to be very careful and actually get all the loot for this. Oh, we got a hammer. That's hilarious.
Not here. Damn it. Please keep looking. Here it is. Please bring it to me at any cost. We can't let Corin get those. Wait a second. We can't leave any evidence behind. According to my screen, the middle container carries gas canisters. With their help, we can destroy the ship. Now go and shoot the gas canisters until they catch fire. Be careful. If you shoot more than necessary, it will explode while you're on it.
I don't think I was supposed to be here, but I have to say, those are some really big, you know, ship tears. Like, this is like Zen Trotty kind of, almost. Whee!
Okay, that's enough. Get out of there and get on your ship! Now!
Shield recharge.
That's it! I can't thank you enough. Please bring me the AT documents. And as promised, your robot is about to be repaired.
Alright, we got a lot of gear. This is nice. Let's sort out what we want to keep. Let's see, 210, and what does this compare? 1.5. See, my current one comes with a damage bonus. This one, comes with a bunch of bonus HP. I don't know. I like laser pistols, but ours is really low end, and we have a much higher end regular pistol. By the way, if you're curious how much ammo you have, you can see from this screen. So this gun has 687, this one has 299, this one has 200 left. So that's how you figure that out, if you're ever curious. We're going to go ahead and get talents so we can start like setting up our level ups. I kind of also want to put in some points in endurance. Ground combat can be kind of tough. Okay, now we just have to hold thrusters and boom, back into space. Ah! Excuse me. Alright, we're heading back to Sona Planet Station, sorry. Now, you don't have to use that map. You could literally just hit B, but B generally is for longer distance.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
Alright, here we go. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Oh, for those who want to see what asking for docking clearance looks like, click that.
Granted. In order to use station services, please dock to the port reserved for you in the next minute.
It will tell you exactly where you should land
Landing gear deployed.
by giving you a waypoint. Totally forgot to equip those. Our ship doesn't have a scanner slot, I believe, so we can just sell that for money, which those should be... It's actually a disappointing amount of money. Okay, cool. So what happened was we weren't real, which was slightly concerning. Just a little bit concerning. So we just saved the game and loaded it up. And that took care of that. Gonna go ahead and sell everything. Cool. A little bit more money. See, now this laser pistol is far better, as you can see. It's more closer to Royal level. Kind of prefer the dagger myself. That's actually a little more expensive. We're not rich enough to be looking at those things. Okay, we're way too poor to look at new weapons. That's okay. Okay. We're like one level away from being able to use that, I believe, so... Yeah, we're one level off. It'll be fine. By the way, this is where you will turn in bounties. If you take out pods, this is where you'll turn them in. Let's just go straight to the marketplace.
I can't believe what you just did there. You were great. As promised, after all, as a matter of fact, you will have a new generation multifunctional droid with the brain of your old robot. These SR-11 models are very athletic, able to fight and even... You know what I mean?
You mentioned the extra reward.
I almost forgot. Collected to ship weapons and to upgrade components for you. I'm sure they're better than the ones loaded on your ship. Thanks again. If you need anything, you know where to find me.
This exoskeleton, it is different. It's you. I was an old colleague of your father's. I had promised him I would watch over you and thought I had failed him. But here you stand before me.
Who are you exactly?
It's understandable you don't remember me. After all, you were just a baby when we parted ways. My designation was Freeward Commander of the WRA. I was the right hand of the great general, your father. For that, I need to start from the beginning.
Epic cinematic. Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool.
Which brings us to today.
Of course. That makes perfect sense.
Now the responsibility falls onto you to continue what your father started. That is to unite and liberate the entire human race.
Okay, so I'm going to be the Emperor of Mankind. Sounds great. So let me get this straight. Are you looking for a new leader for your terrorist organization? You want me to be this new leader? No. No one said terrorist. No.
Your father was no terrorist. He was a great resistance leader. The true terrorists are the current leaders of this galaxy.
Calling all of the xeno races terrorists is an interesting decision. Growing up, I had plenty of people complaining about these leaders, but you know what? We're doing just fine without WRA, which sounds like a radio station. Don't you agree? Don't you go? Gonna listen to WRA today. What's on the WRA? Fine, whatever. I'm gonna stop. We've built and thrived in secret cities, free from. I don't know if you can thrive in a secret city. Eventually, either the city becomes the Forbidden City, and thus it becomes a terrorist trap, or someone spills the beans.
Do you call living in secrecy freedom? I know how the Council of these leaders works. If they were ever to discover your cities, they would slaughter all the Earthlings. So tell me, is this really how you want to live? In fear?
We're doing just fine. No need to stir the pot.
At this time, I see that it is pointless to try to convince you. You said you're a freelance pilot, correct? Then I have a job for you. Your father's former second-in-command, Anchor. He is in prison. I want you to break him out. In return, I will give your father's armor. It is priceless.
Okay.
Of course. I am a man of many... Correction. A woman of many plans now, I suppose. You'll need to travel to the planet Zeta. Great. Let's just... Nirax, a world organization leader, has devised a prison raid plan. We will need to join this raid and extract Anchor before the prison is destroyed. What is the date today? We are still 50 moons away, but I can move up the schedule. No issues there. Every worldly organization is loyal, and will follow you. We have plenty of time should you need it. I would recommend to use this free time wisely. There are various guilds throughout the galaxy that you can join. By becoming a member, you can gain experience and reap the unique benefits offered by each guild.
That sounds like a great idea.
Wise
I'm going to check
choice.
them out.
There is a guild section in the main interface. I would suggest joining the Freelancers Guild first. The types of missions they offer will enhance your piloting skills, and this will in turn allow you to equip higher tier upgrades. The choice is of course yours to make. If you don't mind, I would like to join your crew. As a co-pilot, I bring many years of experience that will be of benefit to you.
Cool.
Wise choice. As a co-pilot, my first advice would be to upgrade your weapons. Men's weapons are and should be better than what you're currently using. It would be wise to equip them before we encounter any further hostiles.
Okay.
Let's be on our way then.
So, interesting enough, those weapons don't exist until you get back to your ship, which is an interesting mechanic. I've discovered that previously when when I was doing a previous run. So we're gonna get an upgraded turret and an upgraded Gatling. Sorry, upgraded Gatling and an upgraded laser / railgun / whatever. And we need to go this way. So if we tried, I think if we tried to use these and go to weapon management, you see that there are no weapons over here. But when we get to our ship and use the weapon, the services thing, the tutorial is going to give us those weapons. So an interesting note is that these services terminal was added later and wasn't in some of the older builds. So the tutorial is built kind of around the idea of this not being available, but it is.
First, open the services panel to manage your to load weapons. Open the weapon management. Before starting, unload your old weapons by clicking on them on the left panel. On the right, weapons do not belong to a group when loaded. You have to group them yourself. Now add this weapon to Fire Group 1. Now load the second weapon and add it to the second fire group.
By the way, some people have struggled with this. I struggled with this the first time. Is when it says set up a weapon group, you would think it was, for whatever reason, I thought it was playing with this. This is just information about your groups. You set them by pressing this little box over here. And once you figure it out, you realize, but, you know.
Good, now let's load the components on the ship. For this, open the Components Management section below. Just like the weapons, you can load the components by clicking on the cargo. But first, remove the old shield and hull components, then load the new ones.
That's a big upgrade.
Each ship's component slots are different. For example, this ship has weapon systems and aim component slots. These slots are hard to find on every ship. All set. Now close this panel with the egg.
And now we sell our old stuff. Nice. And now we got paid. Let's take off.
Landing gear retracted. Weapons online.
I prefer railguns, but these are our new upgraded weapons. Alright. So what I want to do in this particular case is we're going to do some side content. We're going to join the Freelancer Guild as it's suggested. I love this. Freelancer Guild leader is Sir Your Main. Sir Your Main. That's good. So we need to go to Marma 181. Let us set a route to there. We're going to put in 181, which automatically brings up Marma. And we're going to click this, which is going to set a Stargate route for us. So now let's head to the Stargate. Click. Cool. Head to the Stargate.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
Engage. go
Please
as
approach
reported.
the jump point to start jump process. Please proceed through the gate in the path reserved for you.
Destination reached.
It's the Freelancers Guild. Alright. Gonna calculate a course just there.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input. Landing gear deployed.
The guild market is a great place to buy and sell things, but they may be above your level, so keep that in mind. Oh, to join. Sure. Alright. Let us hit track.
To the attention of all members, please make sure you read the guild rules carefully before taking actions for our guild. Any action that will damage the guild's reputation will be punished first under the criminal law and then by the disciplinary committee of our guild.
It's actually pretty good. The defensive packs are for a different kind of ship than what we have. Our ship uses shield and hull. Defensive packs are a combination of hull and shield, and only ships that use defensive packs use that. Our ship doesn't use that, but it also doesn't use, say, the offense pack either over here, which is a combination of two different modules as well.
Any action that will damage the guild's reputation will be punished first under the criminal law and then by the disciplinary committee of our guild.
I really want that. Yes. Energy's not super important.
Our guild needs more members than ever before. Remember, we have no one but us.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's all we're going to be able to get from here. Actually, let me look at some other things that we can shop for here. So your engine is going to determine your thrust and warp speed. You have skills that buff that, but this kind of is your default. So I think what we'll do is go hide all, and we're going to look at engine.
Remember, we have no one but us.
I'm a little too poor for any of these. Actually, I can... oh well. It's okay. The aim thing is good enough. That's a big upgrade. I want to switch to railguns as soon as I can, but we'll have to wait for that. Oh, whoops. That's too high level for us. Eek.
Landing gear retracted.
That's alright. Wow. Well, the main story mission is actually the place where our freelancer mission is, but we're just going to ignore the main story for now.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
Please approach to the jump point to
Follow as
start
ordered.
jump process. Please proceed through the gate in the path reserved for you.
Destination reached.
So we can just FTL over to our mission objective.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
Oh, this was pretty far out there, huh?
Shield recharging. Target shields down. Target destroyed. Shield recharging. Target shields down. Target destroyed.
You can't even deal with a single ship? You incompetents!
Shield recharging.
Alright, we're gonna try to recover this pod. So we just want to hold right click until it says stabilize.
Shield recharging.
Pod stabilized.
Alright. So now, while aiming at it... we got too close to it and it blew up. That's unfortunate. We almost had it.
Weapons overheat. Shield recharging. Target shields down. Target destroyed.
Alright, I got another chance at this.
Pod
Okay, stabilized. We're gonna aim at it and we're gonna press. There we go. 6. So I can actually show you all this. 6, 7, 8. So as you remember in the components thing, how we equip things into different places, this is where we equip them. So now, that brought me a little dude, and he is now ours. Thankfully, we were so far away from this dude that he did not get to really capitalize on that. But I think his shields have probably come back up by now.
Shield recharging.
That cut off our pursuit.
Target shields down. Target destroyed.
Sadly, no loot. We at least got one guy. Although, if you want to see the person that's in your cargo hold, that's not where that is. Here we go. So we can see that Kay Goodley is the one person that we managed to capture, and she's worth $26,000 bounty on her head, which we can go and collect from any station with a security thing on it. So we're going to go to Sonic Station.
Calibration activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and turn her in. And probably pick up a new bounty. In fact, we could do that right now. So the little Kalulu skull thing you see over here, this means that there is a larger capital ship involved. Don't pick those. Those are not worth. So you may notice that these missions tend to be worth relatively the same amount of money, regardless of how much more difficult it is. The game has no chill on that. So this is not worth your time on the maybe hours it might take you to like successfully fight that dreadnought. I find dreadnoughts tend to be very large upscale battles, requiring very special tactics, and with this ship it's not worth our time, and this ship does not have the kind of weaponry to survive longer than a few seconds. It's possible you can. I've done it. It's just ill-advised. It involves circle strafing the dreadnought and continuously firing at it, and it's a very drawn-out process. It does have potentially good loot, and that would be the only reason you'd go for it. The stars mean that the enemies will be a little bit more numerous. 1 star is a pretty generic, easy mission. We'll go ahead and let's Specifically, we need to make sure someone dies. Let's see. This one's worth 60 grand. Actually, this mission's worth more money. No, because we need to protect someone. We don't want to protect someone. This is worth a lot of money and XP, so we'll go ahead and accept that.
Landing gear deployed.
By the way, here's those rockets we just put on our ship. So they are like physically placed on your ship, which is kind of cool. Kind of went through some rifle ammo on that last mission. Let's see. Components. So. Let's see if we can't buy some better turrets now. Well, I guess I should look at these ship market for y'all. These are just the ships available on this station. We can see we've got like a fighter here. And notice that this one has the defensive pack. As I said, some ships have different modules on them, so keep that in mind. The defensive pack basically combines both the hull and the shield module together. The Queen. Kind of cool. I would not recommend buying a ship at this time or trying to work towards that. The campaign will give you a new ship, and it is not in your... It is unnecessary to buy a new ship, essentially, until you've gotten that, because your current ship is... It only has 2 weapons, and the new ship you'll get will have 4 weapons. So that's a big upgrade, in which you're going to get that for free, so no point, right? But that's just my opinion. You may have different opinions than me. We have 97 grand. Actually, let me sell... Sorry, not sell, that's the incorrect word. Let me go turn her in real quick. For a security thing. That's letting me know that's a mission over there. We don't want to have any part of that. We already got things going on.
This is the final boarding call for passengers booked on flight 372.
Marketplace.
Please proceed to gate 3 immediately. The final checks are being completed, and the captain will order for the doors of the spacecraft
this station not have a security thing? Eek. We might not be able to offload our prisoner here, which is unfortunate. Okay. Oh, there they are. Okay. There we go. Deliver. Done.
We are now inviting those passengers with small children and any passengers requiring special assistance to begin boarding at this time. Please have your boarding pass and identification ready. Regular boarding will begin in approximately 10 minutes' time. Thank you.
Components. Turrets. Another thing I can't, I can afford a new weapon, but my pilot is not experienced enough to use any of the weapons here, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. So, back to landing pad.
Propose that we give it a
I
shot.
understand where you're coming from.
Let's check the weapon vendor at the over here for Meow. Okay. That's even worse. Okay. Never mind. By the way, is that A module level 5? It is. We can equip our new A module, which will actually be really nice. Services, components. All right.
Landing gear retracted.
Let's go ahead and save. To the Stargate. Contracts. Track. Go ahead and reload that save too. Reloading that save has put her picture in the right place. I find that that doesn't happen unless you've done a save and load. course.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
Please approach to the jump point to start
plan.
jump process. Please proceed through the gate on the path reserved for you.
Destination reached.
By the way, just to show y'all something, if you
drive
press
online.
B, it'll show you all the different places you can warp to with either your slow or fast FTL. So we can try to warp to different systems or to locations inside the system. That's how that works. You press B. Normally I've been pressing M or T. T to do slow FTL, M to go and set a course for the Stargate. But you can't just press B and use this instead of using the stellar map. It's your choice. So generally,
Calibration
the
module
game will
Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
the game will automatically mark your mission objective as pink. That's kind of like how you go, hey, this is where your mission is. So the amount of money you get from bounties is sort of semi-randomized, but generally it's always worth more than whatever a podcatcher is worth. In that particular case, she was only worth 20k, but I've actually gotten some that were like 100k and so forth. But as I said, I don't know what system the game uses to determine the value of the person in the pod, but it has some system. I'm just not sure what it is or how it's randomized. apologize, my monitor keeps turning itself off, which is annoying. So because this is such a high level mission, these enemies have much higher level gear, and thus it's a more chore to go through them. So be careful about going after missions that are a little bit higher level than you, because they may be more of a chore to accomplish.
Weapons overheat.
Gosh.
Target destroyed.
Let's get this pod. So this is a much higher level mission. This pod should be worth more money.
Warning. Shields are offline.
Ooh, I took my shields offline. It's unfortunate.
Pod stabilized.
Alright, cool. I managed to get far enough away from these people they couldn't hurt me too much more. They sadly managed to take my shields down, which was unfortunate. Eek.
Weapons overheat. Weapons overheat.
This weapon is not effective against the hole, but while I wait for the other weapon to recharge, it does at least a little bit of damage. Sadly, most of my gear is like level 0.
Weapons overheat.
I think we got him with this one. For example, my missile launcher is still a level 0 missile launcher, so
Target destroyed.
the missiles don't get the same benefit. missiles.
Weapons overheat. Target shields down. Weapons overheat. Weapons overheat.
Yeah, I kind of went hard mode on this.
Weapons overheat.
This is like a level 8 mission. I'm level 5. So a lot of their gear is, in fact, like level 8 or level 9. So a lot of their shield and hull components are way more high level.
Target destroyed.
Okay. Slightly depressing is that my shields have not come back up this entire battle. And they've taken about 10% of my armor off my ship.
Weapons overheat.
But this is kind of what I expected kind of going in. Kind of the idea of rip off the band-aid, get a bunch of XP, so I'm a little bit better positioned to fight these people. Kind of take a little L for now and be better prepared for the future. We almost got the shields.
Target shields down.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So there's a bunch of components that are random. So when you see absorbed, that means that he was able to negate that damage. Him being able to do that has made this battle a little bit harder. You cannot escape from me.
Weapons overheat.
I think we got him.
Target destroyed.
Oh gosh. So that one person we managed to get the pod cracked for is worth 50 grand, which is nice. Found a drone component, which we cannot use, which is worth 50 grand, which is great. Nice. There's a station here we'll head towards.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
So I'm going to turn in this bounty, do some selling, and I think this is a good stopping point for this episode. We're going to have a little bit more money, and we'll be able to do some more shopping on the next episode, and then maybe actually handle some missions more well within our level. This one kind of was a little extra grindy just because of how higher level the enemy's ship systems were compared to ours. But that's okay. We're in a lot better position. Guess while we're doing that, we can look at our talents. Let's do the extra 20%. Let's make warp speed a little bit faster.
Landing gear deployed. Landing gear retracted. Landing gear deployed.
There you go. I wanted to make sure we landed somewhere where it's physically said surface services. Alright, let's go turn that bounty in. And let's sell all those things. And I think that, as I said, I think it's going to be a good stopping point for today's stream. I think we covered a lot of ground anyway. So... immediately sell that shock beam. Excuse me. Curious what this is a level 8 station, so all the stuff here is going to be too much high level for us again. Ugh. The security thing was down. Oh, right here. All right, click. Boom. I believe that should leave us with. that should put us in a good position. I think we're gonna not. We're gonna want to like go find a level 7 station. Because, well, how far are we from level 8? I guess is the question. Actually, we're almost there, so. We're almost there. We could probably do one more mission and accomplish it that way. But I think that's a good point to leave for next time. So we'll go ahead and take off.
Landing gear retracted.
And let us end Diggy Dangerous's adventure for today. We will pick this up another time. I call this Diggy Dan 02. Alright. Well, I hope you all had fun, and as always,